Hey folks, how's it going? Peter here with BlackRock Business. I'm just coming at you talking about a few special notes we have in QuickBooks Point of Sale when it comes to item quantities and costs. Now, I want you to keep in mind, as for your inventory items, we just jump into one here, the average unit cost. Now, the average unit cost field, it reflects the average cost of your current on-hand quantity of an item. Now this value is automatically recalculated, keep in mind, by point of sale when you create a voucher and receive an item at a new different cost. So that's where the average comes in. That's why it's called average cost. The on-hand quantity, of course, is going to reflect how much of the current product you have in stock at any given time. And this is going to be affected actually by vouchers, that's receiving vouchers, receipts, inventory adjustment memos, and transfer slips to other stores of course. Now, item quantity costs have a significant impact on your inventory value and your financial records, of course, over in QuickBooks Accounting. For this reason, it is recommended that you manually enter and edit these values only at the beginning when you're entering items that are already in your store when you're starting up point of sale. And by that I mean if you're a store that's already running and you have products on your shelves, then you would enter them into this on-hand quantity field. But at no other time would you. And if you're starting up a brand new store, then you should receive all of your brand new inventory that you're starting your store with by using receiving vouchers, which of course is back here on the main screen. Receiving vouchers right here. Putting them in using receiving vouchers is going to properly align your QuickBooks financial accounting software with the correct numbers and financial figures for running your store. And so I'll just say it once again. When you are creating items and you're starting up your store and you're making all these items, do not enter anything into the on-hand quantity field. Now I'll let you know that these quantities, on-hand quantities of course, are only affected, or I should say automatically affected, by the transaction documents in the point of sale, namely receiving vouchers, receipts, transfer slips, and adjustment memos. And then of course the physical inventory screen, which is something you'd probably do once or twice a year just to update your quantities and make sure they're right. I'm going to really quickly go through how they're affected. So you have receiving vouchers, which is how you get your inventory into your store. And you are going to receive your inventory in. This is going to update the on-hand quantity in a positive manner, of course, as well as the average unit cost. Beyond that, we've got receipts, of course. We go to the make a sale screen. You sell something to somebody. This is going to deduct quantities from your quantity number. Then I don't know how new you are to QuickBooks Point of Sale, but we have the ability here to create quantity adjustments, which is right here, new quantity adjustment. So if you do a new quantity adjustment, a lot of times it'll be because stuff got stolen or broken, or for some reason it just disappeared, usually stolen then if it disappeared. And so you would do either quantity adjustment, shrinkage, which is a nice word for saying your stuff got stolen, or damage. So you're going to do all of these, and this is the proper way to do it so that you can actually write it off and it flows over to QuickBooks Financial in that manner. So let's see, we're going to close. That was adjustment memos. And then like I mentioned, we had the physical inventory screen. You can run through and count your entire store once or twice a year. I would probably recommend using a scanner. We certainly sell those here at BlackRock Business. You can fly through your store and just scan all the barcodes and type in the quantities. Otherwise, you got to print out a physical inventory worksheet and run around and try and figure everything out and write it down or tally it on this piece of paper and then come back here and write it in. The scanner is going to save you a ton of time. It's totally worth it. All right, and then the last thing we have, I'm not sure, nope, I don't have it enabled in this. This does say MultiStore Level, but I don't have multiple stores hooked up to this version. So the last thing is a transfer slip, and that would add or subtract from your quantity numbers because you are moving product and quantities from one store to another. So you go on your inventory list and you'd see the different stores for on-hand quantity, and you would see the numbers shift back and forth when you're transferring numbers. That's about it for today. Those are just special notes on average costing and quantity numbers going up and down and why they do. So just a little broad overview on what documents add or subtract quantities from your stock in your inventory. My name is Peter with BlackRock Business. Thank you very much. You have a great day now.